Hi, and welcome to Zundista Studio on this very special occasion. This is my very first HasLab. This is the 1/12 scale Ecto-1. This is the basic edition, and it's just the Ecto-1, not the Ecto-1A. It's the only one I had space for and as budget would allow. Just so you can see how massive the box is. This is the 1/18 scale or O-ring scale, 3.3 3 3/4 scale action figures. So this is a big boy. So let's take a moment. Let me get everything out of the box and see what we have. Okay, I think Hasbro did a fantastic job packaging up this box. It comes with a box inside a box. So what you saw originally was the shipper box, and then there's an internal box which protects this box. That's premium. I appreciate it. As a package designer myself, I think they did a nice job on the overall look and feel of the packaging for this product. And even though I'm probably going to not display the box, I do feel like I've been served well with a premium item. So hats off to the designers and the Hasbro team for this. Big thumbs up on the packaging. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so far so good. What I'm seeing here is our Slimer with some accessories and our decal sheet. Now, the one thing I'm not really excited about is all the decals that will need to be put on. This is one thing that makes it feel like it's not a premium item. The challenge is they had to do something in a way to make it work for the 1A as well as the original. And this is a weak point. I'm not really excited about the stickers. I don't know how much I'm going to show you today. I might do a follow-up video. But these are the stickers. They do give you 3 sets of the door logos in the back and the Ecto-1 front and back. So I think they did their best, and it's nice that they gave us additional. So if you made a mistake or there's an angle or whatever, you can go ahead and correct it. So let me take that out. You also have directions and a few other things. So let's start moving things around and see what we got. So here is, let's see, that's Slimer, and he is taped to the inside of the box. So let's cut him free. And Slimer actually has the Slimer butt, windshield wipers, the plugs for the Ecto-1, because there's some areas that get filled that is for the 1A only. Mirrors, the tail lights, and the phone. So let's take that out. Put that to the side. And let's see what's in this box. More goodness. So what you have are 3 trays. The bottom tray are the Ghost, the Library Ghost, and what's his name? I can't think right now. In Egon's suit, and the rest for the Ghost. So for the Library Ghost. So here are some of the items for the roof and the ladder, and I think this is the stand for the Library Ghost. We'll take a look, and some books. And here's the blaster for the Ghostbuster that they provided, and a few other bits and pieces. So let's put those to the side and pull out what we've all been waiting for, the Ecto-1. Okay, be careful when you open. On the very top, you're going to see what's covering the Ecto. It has 2 of the 2 antennas. The whip antennas are in this, so do not throw this away. If you're someone who's not keeping the box, make sure you grab these antennas, okay? This is what it looks like when it's out of the box. It's massive. Right away, I'm going to tell you it's missing a couple of details which I think are important. But again, they made concessions to make the other Ecto-1, the 1A. There should be some grills here, which they did manage to put on the 1/18th version, and one on the back panel, on the back door. So those are both missing. So ultimately, this is not an ultimate final destination Ecto-1. You're going to have to detail this and find a 3D printer to get those parts made. So that's probably one of the things I'll have to do. The other thing that I'm noticing is that silvery plastic is okay, but it's not premium. It should be a chrome. It's very toyetic. It's good. I'm happy, but I do really wish that there was actual chrome, and the stickers I didn't have to put on myself. Those are two really big negatives. I don't mind putting parts on because it's shipped that way, but this is a little much. So let's go ahead and just flip it around and see what you get. So there is the hood. It should open pretty easy. Snap it like that and come up, and it's pretty well detailed, but I'm probably not going to set it up and ever look at the hood again. I mean, look at the engine again. The other thing that I noticed is on these hoses right here should be painted white. That's kind of a big deal. I really think those two paint apps would have helped us a lot. Otherwise, the sculpt is good. It looks fine, but it does let it down a little bit. And I'm still happy I got this. Let's take a look at it before we put the stickers and the details. The doors do all open, as you can see. The one door that doesn't open is this one right here because it has equipment, and you never really saw it open in the movie anyway. But again, it looks good. I'm happy with it, but I'm going to take this off camera right now, and I'm going to fill in the plugs, put in the whip antenna, add the logos, and we'll be right back. Okay, here she is in all her glory, the one, the only Ecto-1 from 1984's Ghostbusters. And I gotta tell you, I'm very pleased with it overall. Like I said, just a few flaws, and I'm gonna put the flaws in the past, and I'm gonna tell you what I like. What I like is the scale. I like how it presents itself and how it has shelf dominance. This is a prime piece, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Now let's go over what you get. One of the things that you get is this little weird white thing. This actually helps you open the doors. It goes up and underneath, and it's just a convenient little tool, so you shouldn't break anything if you use this properly. The second thing you get is the gurney that folds and will go into the back of the Ecto-1, and it'll hold the packs pretty easily. Now, it won't hold the packs with these on. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So right now, this is good enough. So we'll put those in the back of the Ecto-1 at one point. And you get Tully, which was our little free guy. And it was cool that they did that because it wasn't going to make it. And it's nice to have Tully in a collection. I like the color of his outfit. I think it's a little better than what we had before, and if budget allows, I might upgrade to the new 4-pack. I have the other Ghostbusters with the lighter colors. I just don't want to have to buy them again, but I might. Tully looks good. This is the library ghost. She is translucent, and she is very, very well sculpted. Just look at her. Her stand looks good. She floats, and I think this is the first time they've ever done this version of the library ghost. I know they've done the one where she's screaming and more of a monster, but I like this is my preferred look for her. And last but not least, the one, the only Slimer. And he does look great. I know everybody's talking about the butt, and if you know the movie, this is probably the best Slimer I think I've ever seen. And I'm happy to have him added to the collection. Definitely needed. Looks great. And let's put those aside for a second, but I want to show you, it does come with directions on how to put everything together. I put everything together. My only real complaint is there's these plugs right here, which I can't get to fit. They sit proud. And I put a little tack, poster tack behind it, so I wouldn't lose them. They do give you two, but the plug, it just looks a little off. So I'm going to have to figure out how to trim it down or make it hide or something. But the instructions are pretty self-explanatory. It's a full walkthrough of everything you get and how to put everything together and where the stickers go. The important thing is it does show you, you could put in 3 AA batteries, or you could use a USB cable if you want to keep it on all the time. For this version, for while I'm showing it to you, it's just easy to have the AA batteries, which I've already installed. And I will show you the lights and the sound in just a moment. So let's put the action figures aside and take a look at this amazing beast. So here is one side, the driver's side. Doors open, super easy. I'll give you a detailed look later. Again, this door doesn't open, but the back door does open. See if I can open that up, just so. And you can put in the gurney with the packs, just like that. Super easy. And those lock into kind of locks into place. And let's take a look at the passenger side. As you can see, I put the door decals on, and the roof, and a few other pieces, and the ladder, and I forget what this is called, but there's other stickers to put on under the lights and stuff. But for now, this is good enough for me. I'll take more time and put the stickers on later and maybe show you again. But on this side, door opens. The passenger side door opens, and this door opens, and super easy. And you could put 2 figures in the back if you wanted to. And let's close that. And let's get to what's important here. Okay, right here, you'll see this piece comes out. That's actually where you pull that part out, and another piece with a little flashing light will plug into for the 1A. So that's irrelevant to me, but it does break up the sight line a little bit, the look of the bumper. But I guess I can live with that at the angle I pose it anyway. Underneath, there are 2 buttons under where the license plate is. On the left-hand side are the lights. Press once, and then twice, and then let's see if we can get it to come on. It'll flash. And then this, on the driver's side, has the sounds. Press it once, it'll come on, and then it'll shut off. Press it again. All right, let's see. See if we can, all right, see if we can get this to come on. All right, And you have to hit it a couple of times and it'll cycle through. Let's see if we can get it to. There you go. Let's see if we can turn the lights off. And as you can see, the lights look pretty great. And they'll stay on for a little while. I haven't timed out how long it stays on. But I do like the ambient lights inside. I like the lights on the outside. I like the flashers. I just like the overall look and feel of this piece. And see how long it takes to come off. I'll put the lights back on. And this light back on. And we'll press the lights. See if we can turn them off again. There we go. And back to normal. And the cool thing is you can plug it into a USB and it'll stay on for you. You can plug it into a power source that will turn on and off. It's kind of neat that it does that. The DeLorean I have from Tommy doesn't do that. It's only battery operated and stays on for just a few seconds. This is better in that respect. So you can really have a nice display. Now, let's see if we can open this up and give you a closer look at the interior. Really, really well executed. There's the CB up at the top and the phone down at the bottom. The seats are really well done. And as you can see, it's got tinted windows. And let's see if we can go to the back here. And we'll open up this right here, the back door, and slide this out. It's very well detailed and I'm very happy with what it looks like. So let's take an overall look. Okay, let's have some comparisons. This is my 66 Batmobile. It's my preferred Batmobile. Compared to, this is the 66 Batmobile by Mattel, which came out about a decade ago, maybe a little more. And as you can see, next to this Ecto-1, it sizes pretty well, but the Ecto-1 definitely dwarfs it. Let's take a look at it next to another vehicle. This is the Tommy DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Mark I, as you saw it, that it came out of the back of the Doc's van at the parking lot in the mall. And as you can see, this is a 1/10 scale, but you can make it fit into a collection. It's a little big, but just so you can see the scale of the two next to each other. So what's the takeaway? I like this. I'm glad it exists. I think it's very well executed. It's a solid 8.5 out of 10. There are some things I would have liked that's not there, but it's very hard to do everything to please everybody, especially when you're making two different vehicles. The 1A and the original are two completely different vehicles, and there are a lot of differences, and they did have to make compromises. That being said, 90% of this I love. I think it's fantastic. It'll look great in my shelf. It's the big three of collectibles for me in TV movie cars. I love the Ecto-1. I love the Back to the Future DeLorean Mark I, the very first time you see it with the plutonium chamber. And I like the 66 Batmobile. All three have now been produced in 1/12 scale. I never thought that would happen. Two of them in the last couple of years. And I'm essentially done with the big stuff in my collection. I'm very pleased. So this will be in my collection for a long, long time. I would recommend, if you see something in HasLab you like, maybe buy it, maybe look into it. I think that there's a lot to like, and this is a very good piece to have in your collection. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.